Now that the mermaid's shimmering tail had turned into legs, Emeka took her back home with him to his village so that they can finally begin to enjoy their love. But something unexpected happened. In the days that followed, the village of Nsukka rejoiced at the return of Emeka and the mysterious woman who had captured his heart. He had been missing for months now and no one knew his whereabouts. They danced on the shores and the villagers sang praises to the sea for its bountiful gifts. But as the moon waxed full, a tempest brewed on the horizon. The ocean, once a friend to Emeka, now roared with fury. Fish fled the waters and the nets came up empty. The villagers whispered of a curse, their eyes casting blame on the stranger among them. Emeka, troubled by the turn of events, sought answers in the depths where he had found the pearl. As he drove beneath the waves, the sea grew still and a chilling silence enveloped him. There, in the gloom, he heard the voice of Mami Water, her golden eyes dimmed with sorrow. "You have been deceived, fisherman," Mami Water spoke, her voice a mere echo of what it once was. "The sorceress you freed was banished for her treachery, and the pearl you stole was the balance between our worlds." Emeka's heart sank. What have I done? The pearl must be returned, or the chaos you see will spread. The land you love will suffer, and the sea will claim it back, Mami Water warned. Racing against time, Emeka surfaced with the truth heavy in his chest. He found the woman, her beauty now a mask hiding her deceit. With courage and resolve, he confronted her, demanding the return of the pearl. She laughed, a sound that sent shivers down the spine of the bravest men. "You are a fool, Emeka. The power of the pearl is mine, and with it I shall rule both land and sea." A battle of wills ensued. The fisherman against the sorceress. The villagers, once fearful, stood with Emeka, their belief in him unshaken. Together, they fought the sorceress, their unity a beacon in the darkness. Everyone in the village gathered, elders, chiefs, children, and even mothers. They made plans on how best to trick the sorceress into giving them the pearl. They decided that Emeka will be watching over her until he discovers their hiding place. Finally, Emeka was able to see where she had been hiding the pearl all this while. It was in a locket in her necklace. Emeka and the villagers cooked up a potion to give her so that she would sleep, and in the middle of her sleep, Emeka finally opened the locket and took the pearl. Immediately he removed the pearl from her necklace. Her tail returned. She no longer had legs as she once had. And finally, the villagers got a fishing net and they grabbed her and threw her into the sea. Emeka, who still had a bit of the fruit that helps him breathe underwater, took a bite and dove into the sea. Once he got to the lair of Mami Water, he put the pearl back to where he had found it. With the pearl restored to its rightful place, balance returned to Nsukka. The sea calmed, the fish returned, and the villagers rebuilt what was lost. Emeka's name became legend, not as a man bewitched by the sea, but as a hero who saved his people from the depths of disaster. And the ocean once again became a friend to Nsukka. As peace returned to Nsukka, whispers of Emeka's destiny began to stir among the elders. They spoke of an ancient prophecy, one that told of a chosen one who would bridge the divide between land and sea. Emeka listened to the tales with a heavy heart, for he had never sought glory or power. Yet, as he walked along the shore, the ocean's voice spoke to him in ways it had never done before. It called to him not as a siren luring him to his doom, but as an old friend sharing his deepest secrets. It was now that Emeka finally understood why Mami Water was not able to stop him from grabbing the pearl in the first place, because only a chosen one will be able to touch the pearl. Plenty people had gone to the depths of the sea, but no mortal man, even mermaids, were unable to touch the pearl. Emeka now decided that it was time to know who he truly was. So he met the elders in his village to tell him his story. The elders gathered, their faces etched with the wisdom of years, and they revealed to Emeka the truth of his lineage. He was descended from a line of guardians, those who had the power to commune with the sea and protect its treasures. The pearl had not been a mere prize, it was a test, a key that unlocked the potential within him. The sorceress knew that he was a chosen one, and that was why she lured him into the sea. "You are the chosen, Emeka," they said. "The sea itself had recognized your heart." With this newfound knowledge, Emeka felt a sense of responsibility weigh upon his shoulders. He trained with the elders, learning to harness the energies of the ocean, to speak with the creatures that dwelled within, and to navigate the treacherous currents that had claimed many brave souls. As months turned to years, Emeka's abilities grew. He could calm storms with a whisper, summon fish to the nets of his fellow fishermen, and heal the wounds of those who suffered at the seas. The villagers respected him, not out of fear, but out of love for the man who had become their protector. But with great power came great challenges. Dark forces stirred beneath the waves, drawn to the light of the chosen one. Emeka faced them with courage every single time, his will as strong as the tides. Each victory brought harmony to the village. Each defeat taught him humility. In time, Emeka's legend spread far and wide beyond the borders of Nsukka, across the waters to distant lands. And when the sea called to him, he answered, not as a fisherman, but as a guardian of the deep, a chosen son of the tide. And so, the story of Emeka, the chosen of the tides, became a beacon of hope, a reminder that within each of us lies the potential to rise above our fears, to face the unknown, to correct our mistakes, and to protect the beauty of this world. That brings us to the end of the story. If you haven't watched part 1, just visit the channel and you will see the part 1 just before this particular video. The moral of this story is, do not dwell on your mistakes. If you make a mistake, you can always correct it if you are determined to do so. And don't be easily deceived by looks. Emeka was deceived by the looks of the enchanting mermaid, and before he knew what was happening, he was lost in love. Not really love, let me say he was in lust. And before he knew what was happening, he had sacrificed his village just for the sake of love. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.